What if I told you that tucked away in the produce aisle of your local grocery store lies a humble, deep, crimson root that could reignite the passionate, powerful erections you once took for granted in your 20 IEs? What if I told you this natural wonder could outshine those costly little blue pills, delivering results without the dangerous side effects, the awkward doctor visits, or the monthly hit to your bank account? Hello, I'm Dr. Laura, and I've spent years helping men rediscover the vitality they thought was lost forever. And today I'm here to open your eyes to a truth the pharmaceutical giants hope you'll never discover. If you're a man over 55 watching this right now, I already know some of what you've been feeling. I know about those evenings when the spark was there, but your body simply didn't respond. I understand the embarrassment, the frustration, the quiet fear that you might be losing a part of your masculinity. And I know, because thousands of men have confided in me how heavy that burden can be, you're not alone. Here's a reality that might shock you. Over 70% of men past the age of 55 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. But here's the even more surprising part. 85% of those cases are caused not by low hormones, but by poor blood circulation. And yet for decades, the medical industry has pushed the same narrative that you need expensive medication for life. But the real solution? It's been quietly growing in the soil for thousands of years. Ancient warriors knew this secret. In fact, Roman gladiators were known to use it before battle for strength and endurance. Today, science is finally catching up to what those ancient fighters understood intuitively. And you sitting here right now are not watching this by chance. Your body is telling you it's time. Time to reclaim your vitality. Time to bring back that confident, passionate lover your partner remembers and misses. Even if they'd never say it outright, tonight could be different. Tonight could be the turning point. Before we dive in, I'd like you to do something simple but important. Write your first name and your age in the comments below, something like Mark 62 or David 57. This isn't just for me, it's for the community of men who are ready to take back control. I read every comment and often respond personally with extra tips. By the end of our time together today, I'll give you the exact recipe, including the precise ingredient ratios that has helped over 10,000 men reclaim their sexual power naturally. But first, let's talk about the hero of today's story, beetroot, nature's most powerful, overlooked weapon for circulation and sexual vitality. Beetroot isn't just another vegetable on your plate. It's a biochemical powerhouse hiding in plain sight. And when you understand what it does inside your body, you'll never look at that deep red juice the same way again. Here's the secret. Beetroot contains the highest natural concentration of dietary nitrates found in any food on Earth. When you consume it, an extraordinary transformation begins. These nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a molecule so vital to your cardiovascular health and sexual performance that some scientists call it the master signal of vitality. Think of nitric oxide as nature's own Viagra, but infinitely more powerful, completely safe, and without the chemical crash. When it floods your bloodstream, it tells the smooth muscle cells in your artery walls to relax and expand. This creates wide open highways for your blood to flow freely, especially to the areas of your body that matter most during intimacy. Here's the difference. Pharmaceutical pills force your blood vessels open in an artificial way, a quick trick that fades and comes with risks. Beetroot, on the other hand, works with your body's natural systems, training your blood vessels to function better over time. That's why men who consume beetroot regularly don't just see an instant boost. They often experience a 38% increase in nitric oxide production within just 2 weeks. Imagine what that means. Stronger, longer-lasting erections, more stamina in the bedroom and in daily life, better sleep and mood, sharper focus, and even improved athletic performance. Beetroot is more than a one-hit wonder. It's a long-term investment in your manhood and your overall health. But there's another layer most men never consider. Beetroot is a team player. It comes loaded with a symphony of nutrients that work in harmony. The betalains inside act like shields protecting your blood vessels from damage. The folate helps your body create healthy red blood cells. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure. And the fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. The same bacteria that actually help turn those nitrates into nitric oxide in the first place. But, and this is where many men lose out, not all beetroot is created equal, and timing matters more than you think. Nitrate content can vary dramatically depending on where it's grown, when it's harvested, and how it's processed. For example, a cup of fresh beetroot juice holds around 250 milliliters of nitrates. A single tablespoon of high-quality beetroot powder, up to 500 milliliters, twice the potency and a fraction of the volume. And here's something almost nobody talks about. The conversion process starts in your mouth. That means you should never use mouthwash within 4 hours of consuming beetroot. Those bad bacteria that mouthwash kills. In this case, they're the good guys essential for beginning the transformation from nitrates to nitric oxide. Even how you drink your beetroot matters. Sip it slowly. Swish it in your mouth for a few seconds before swallowing. This can increase nitrate absorption by up to 60%. We're about to move into the most exciting part, how to time your beetroot intake for maximum bedroom performance and the combinations that can multiply its effects. Timing, preparation, and the power of combinations. When it comes to unlocking beetroot's full potential, timing is everything. Your body follows a natural biological rhythm when converting nitrates into nitric oxide. The peak happens 2 to 3 hours after consumption. That means if you want maximum performance at 900 p.m., you shouldn't take beetroot right before intimacy. You should take it around 6 p.m. This gives your body the perfect window to fully process the nitrates and deliver nitric oxide right when you need it most. Here's another often overlooked factor: temperature. Cold beetroot juice or powder mixed into cold water preserves more nitrates than room temperature or heated preparations. In fact, cooking beetroot destroys nearly 75% of its nitric oxide potential. That's why raw juice or cold prepared powder is always the smarter choice. If you're making fresh juice, add a few ice cubes and drink it immediately to keep nitrate levels high. If you're using beetroot powder, mix it with cold filtered water and let it dissolve for about 5 minutes before sipping it slowly. But beetroot doesn't have to work alone. Certain natural ingredients can amplify its effects, creating a compound boost far more powerful than beetroot by itself. Ginger, the circulation enhancer. While beetroot focuses on producing nitric oxide, ginger works to reduce inflammation in your blood vessels and prevent platelets from clumping together. This means blood flows more freely and efficiently. Fresh ginger juice can improve circulation by up to 35% in just 30 minutes. Combining it with beetroot juice is like hitting your circulation from 2 angles at once. Watermelon, the sustained release partner. Watermelon contains citrine, which your body turns into arginine and then into nitric oxide through a different pathway than beetroot. The magic beetroot gives you the immediate surge. Watermelon keeps the nitric oxide flowing for hours afterward. Dark chocolate, the protector and mood booster. High-quality dark chocolate, 70% cacao or more, contains flavonoids that protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. It also contains compounds like phenethylamine that improve mood and lower performance anxiety, a vital but often ignored part of sexual performance. Pomegranate juice, the potent amplifier. Pomegranate's unique antioxidants can boost nitric oxide production by up to 50% when paired with dietary nitrates like those in beetroot. 4-Oz mixed into your beetroot drink can dramatically magnify both short-term performance and long-term cardiovascular health. Cayenne pepper, the instant heat. Just a pinch of cayenne powder triggers immediate vasodilation through its active compound capsaicin. You'll literally feel the warmth as blood flow increases throughout your body. When used strategically, these ingredients form a multi-pathway nitric oxide protocol that can rival and even surpass pharmaceutical results. the most powerful approach. Take your beetroot, ginger, and watermelon blend about 2 to 3 hours before intimacy. Follow it up with a small piece of dark chocolate about 30 minutes before. For an extra edge, add a pinch of cayenne to your beetroot drink. Coming up next, we'll go beyond the basics and into part 4, advanced strategies for long-term transformation, including cycling, dosing, and special preparation methods that keep beetroot working for you, not just for weeks, but for years. Advanced strategies for long-term transformation. This is where we separate the men who get good results from the men who get life-changing results. Results that last not for a night or even a month, but for years. Most men make the mistake of thinking beetroot is something you just take every day indefinitely. But here's the truth. Your body adapts over time. Your nitrate receptors can become less sensitive and the effect begins to fade. That's why I recommend beetroot cycling. The protocol: take beetroot daily for 21 days straight, then stop completely for 7 days. During that break, your nitrate receptors reset, becoming hypersensitive again. When you restart, the boost often feels even more powerful than it did the first time. Some of my patients have told me that their first day back after the break gave them the most intense, longest-lasting erections they'd experienced in decades. Dialing in your perfect dose. There's no one-size-fits-all here. Your ideal dose depends on your weight, cardiovascular health, stress levels, and how efficiently your body processes nitrates under 180 lb. Start with 1.5 spoon of beetroot powder. 180-220 lb, around 2 tablespoons over 220. You may need up to 3 tablespoons for maximum effect. Always begin with a lower end for a week to test your tolerance. A mild headache or warm flush at first is normal. It's simply your blood vessels opening up. The loading phase. For men with more severe circulation issues, I often use a loading strategy twice daily for the first week. Once in the morning and once about 3 hours before your usual intimate time. After that, drop to once daily for maintenance. This floods your system with nitrates and kickstarts nitric oxide production at full speed, the fasting advantage. Want a double absorption? Take beetroot after a 12-16-hour fast with no other food competing for digestion. Your body processes and absorbs the nitrates far more efficiently. Many of my intermittent fasting patients report sharper, more consistent results using this approach. Temperature cycling. Cold preparations preserve more nitrates. Room temperature drinks absorb faster. Alternate between the two throughout the week to keep your body guessing and prevent adaptation. Some men use cold juice for daily maintenance and switch to room temperature drinks before planned intimacy. Stacking with testosterone support, beetroot handles the circulation side, but hormones matter too. Combining beetroot with natural testosterone boosters like zinc, vitamin D3, and ashwagandha addresses both sides of sexual performance. Take testosterone-supporting supplements in the morning, take beetroot in the evening. This two-pronged approach has helped men in their 72nd and 82nd regain a vitality they thought was gone forever. Up next, we'll get hands-on. In part 5, the exact recipes, I'll give you the fresh juice method and the convenient powder method, including the precise ingredient ratios that make the difference between just okay and truly unforgettable results. The exact recipes. You've learned the why and the when. Now, let's talk about the how. These recipes aren't random mixtures. They're precisely calibrated formulas based on years of research, patient feedback, and real-world results. Whether you prefer the fresh, vibrant power of raw juice or the convenience of high-quality powder, I've got you covered. 1. The fresh juice method, maximum potency. This is the gold standard for nitrate content, but it does take a little extra preparation. You'll need 2 medium beetroots, about 1 pound total, 1 large orange, 1 small piece of fresh ginger root, about 1 in. Instructions. Wash and peel the beetroots thoroughly. The skin can sometimes cause digestive discomfort. Cut them into chunks that fit easily into your juicer. Juice the beetroots first, then the orange, then the ginger. Strain the juice through a fine mesh strainer to remove all pulp. This reduces insoluble fiber, which can cause gas or bloating for some people. Drink slowly over 5 minutes, swishing each sip in your mouth for at least 10 seconds before swallowing to maximize nitrate conversion. This method yields about 126 Oz of fresh juice, enough for one potent serving. 2. The powder method. Fast and convenient. Perfect for men with busy schedules or those without access to fresh beets daily. You'll need high-quality organic beetroot extract powder. No additives. 12 Oz of cold filtered water. Juice of 1/2 a lemon. Optional. A pinch of cayenne pepper for instant vasodilation. Recommended brands. Micro-ingredients. Terrasol Superfoods. Anani's organic beetroot powder. Instructions. Mix 3 tablespoons of beetroot powder into the cold water. Add the lemon juice and optional cayenne pepper. Stir vigorously and let it sit for 5 minutes to fully dissolve. Drink slowly over 5 minutes, swishing each sip as with the fresh juice method. Timing guidelines for both methods. Planned intimacy. Take your beetroot drink 2.53 hours before for peak nitric oxide levels. Daily health and readiness. Take it in the morning on an empty stomach at least 30 minutes before eating. Important. Avoid dairy products around the time of consumption. Calcium can interfere with nitrate absorption. And remember, no mouthwash for at least 4 hours afterward. Dosage by body weight under 160 lb 1.5 teaspoons powder, or 1 medium beetroot 16-200, 2 tablespoons powder, or 1.5 medium beetroots over 200 lb 2.5 3 tablespoons powder, or 2 medium beetroots. Start lower during your first week to test tolerance, then increase gradually. Safety, storage, and lifestyle integration. Beetroot is powerful, but like any potent natural remedy, it needs to be used wisely, especially if you have certain health conditions or take prescription medications. Safety first. If you're currently on blood pressure medications, blood thinners, nitrate-based heart medications, you must consult your doctor before starting a beetroot regimen. Beetroot naturally lowers blood pressure and improves circulation, which is beneficial for most men, but when combined with these medications, it can drop blood pressure too far. Another thing to note, beetroot can turn your urine or stool a reddish-pink color. This harmless condition is called beeturia and affects around 10-14% of people. It's simply a sign that the beet pigments are passing through your system. Nothing to worry about. Storage for maximum potency. Beetroot powder. Store in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Properly sealed, it will maintain its potency for up to 2 years. Fresh beetroot juice. Drink immediately after preparation for maximum nitrate content. Even refrigeration will cause nitrate levels to decline rapidly. Lifestyle integration. This isn't just about a drink before intimacy. It's about rebuilding your cardiovascular system and reclaiming long-term sexual vitality. Follow the 21-day on 7-day off cycling protocol to prevent nitrate tolerance. During your on weeks, combine beetroot supplementation with daily movement, brisk walking, light cardio to keep blood vessels responsive. A diet rich in leafy greens, nuts, and berries to support nitric oxide production. Good sleep hygiene. Nitric oxide production is highest when your body is well rested. Stress reduction practices like meditation or breathing exercises, which reduce the constriction of blood vessels caused by chronic tension. Over time, these lifestyle factors multiply the effects of beetroot and help lock in your results for the long haul. We've covered the science, the methods, the advanced strategies, and the recipes. But here's the truth. None of it matters unless you take action. Right now, you have 2 choices. You can close this and go back to the way things have been, dealing with frustration, avoiding intimacy, and quietly wondering if your best days are behind you. Or you can take one simple step tomorrow morning that could set you on a path to reclaiming the man you used to be. I've seen this transformation firsthand in thousands of men. Men in their late 52nd who thought intimacy was gone forever. Men in their 62nd who tried every pill on the market without lasting success. Even men in their 72nd and 82nd who now enjoy stronger erections, greater stamina, better sleep, sharper minds, and more energy than they've had in decades. The Beetroot Protocol isn't magic. It's science. Science that works with your body's natural systems instead of against them. It's safe. It's natural. And when done consistently, it can completely rewrite the story of your health and vitality. So here's what I want you to do. Start tomorrow morning just 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder in cold filtered water on an empty stomach. Commit to the 21-day on 7-day off cycle. No skipping, no excuses. Pair it with the lifestyle changes we discussed to multiply the effect. Remember, your body has an incredible ability to heal, regenerate, and perform when you give it the right tools. And beetroot is one of nature's most powerful tools for both sexual and cardiovascular health. If what we've talked about today has opened your eyes, do 3 things right now. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the life-changing protocols I share here. Leave a comment below with your name and age. I read every single one and often reply personally. Share this with a friend, brother, or colleague who needs to hear that it's not too late to turn things around. You're not past your prime. You're just one decision away from getting it.